So this is a pair that I had to pick up on the resale market. I'm a big fan of kind of early 90s, late 80s trainers anyway, and there are certain models that I probably wouldn't buy. But this, I didn't see it come out in the UK, or I didn't see any shops having them, and therefore that's why I had to go to the resale market. But it's basically the Air Cross Trainer 3, and just a big fan of these trainers in general. So this is kind of, again, a low cut rather than a high cut, but it's just a cool looking sneaker, and really sort of takes me back to my sort of childhood really, and seeing these in the shops. And there'll be a bunch of these types of trainers that came out at that time period, especially sort of late 80s, early 90s, and they all have kind of the Nike Air on the back. With this one you can sort of see it's got sort of loose threading on there, which is not good, but just kind of a fan of this kind of silhouette really, all sort of leather, easy to wear, and a bit of kind of the air sort of technology in there as well, which is sort of signature Nike. The outsole isn't great by the looks of it, it's not going to be amazing, but I think these types of trainers were used mainly for any kind of sort of strength training type exercises really, and that's why it's got a sort of a flat sole, and it kind of sort of keeps you firmly in place. But I like the look of these anyway, and I actually like the kind of Volt touches and the blue on there as well. It does, like I said, remind me of the early 90s, so yeah, I'm a big fan of these kind of trainers. So yeah, this is kind of up my street. I'd say the materials aren't great, it feels very sort of synthetic up here, so some of the panels feel like leather, but the mesh part feels more synthetic material. But overall, still a cool sneaker. So here's the details for the Nike Air Cross Trainer 3 Low Volt Blue. It comes in a white, Volt, blue and black and pure platinum colorway, and it has a EVA midsole with an airbag in the heel, and it's made up of, in my opinion, I think this is synthetic leather. I don't think it's real leather, or if it is, it's very sort of cheap, on the cheaper end, and the price is £120. So with the comfort and sizing, these are, I suppose, similar to an Air Cross Trainer 1 really, and they have a medium to firm sole, so it's meant to be that way because they were used as an all kind of utility training shoe, similar to a Nike Metcon back in the day. And for that reason, it does have a flat sole, so it's probably perfect for, at that time, was for like weight training and strength training. So, and any kind of activities where you look sort of lifting heavy weights and you need a sort of flat base. And I would say, because of the sort of synthetic leather on this, you probably need about 5 to 10 hours for the materials to sort of soften. And true to size works on these. I went half size up just to be on the safe side, and I feel there's a little bit of room in the toe box for me still. So, and there's enough give in the width area. So true to size, I think, works pretty much for everyone. And they have average grip in my opinion. So it's very much an early 90s sneaker, and it's not going to be amazing, but the traction is going to be okay. But because it's a flat sole, you're not going to be sort of slipping around because there's still a lot of stability. So with the look and style, like I said, it was really designed as a weightlifting gym trainer shoe. So it was very much a kind of all-in-one shoe for that kind of utility. And it's using a typical sort of 90s colour palette, where it's got like loud sort of neon colours, as well as sort of balancing that with sort of black and blue and white. And I think this particular pair is good for sort of spring, autumn, winter. I wouldn't really wear them in the summer because I think they'll get hot, but I think springtime is also good because of the vivid colorway, so it's quite bright. And I think with these ones you can rock them casual, and you may even be able to go towards a sort of smart casual. I think going with a pair of chinos would work, but just bearing in mind, depending on the colorway, you'll have sort of the Volt hits on this particular pair, for instance, and it can be quite sort of loud. And I would say they're good with sort of the white laces, and also maybe you could try black and blue, or Volt, like a light green color. So with the pros, I like the Nike Air on the heel. I'm a sucker for that, and it just reminds you of the early 90s. And with this particular pair, the reason I bought it as well is it's a low cut, so not a fan of like high cuts in general. So nowadays I tend to sort of wear more lower cuts, and I find them sort of easier to wear. And with this one, I think it's a timeless trainer as well, so I kind of like the silhouette, but it's more of a personal thing. And the cons are the costs as well. I think with these are priced too high. I think they should be sort of more around the £100 mark. And the leather quality just feels very sort of synthetic to me. So with the ratings, I give the look and style a 4 out of 5. It's not for everyone, and I bought them because I've got the nostalgic reasons behind owning this pair, but it's still a very cool looking sneaker. It's not like a So it's not as nice as some other trainers that came out during the early 90s, and I would probably take one of those other pairs, but it's still a very cool sneaker. And the comfort level, I'd give that a 4 as well. It's standard stuff really. And the quality, I'd give it a 3. Like I said, it's just mainly sort of synthetic materials, and I'm not a fan of that. And the pricing, I'd give that a 4. It's priced a little bit too high in my opinion for this kind of trainer, but it's still a very cool trainer. And then for that reason, I'll give it the score of 4 out of 5. And I bought them on the resale market, and I bought them for, I think it was around sort of £70-75. So I paid a lot less for them. But I think if you're paying sort of near enough £100-120, it's a lot of money to pay for this kind of trainer, and it's not a must-have.